from December 2020, government has changed the immigration rules. Under this new rule, RQ of level 3 position is good enough to be sponsored under a sponsorship regime under skilled worker category. Post-pandemic, post-Brexit, there is a huge shortage of human resources in any business I could think of. Any business I do meet, speak, have a shortage of staff. If you are looking for skilled staff, you may resolve these issues by hiring overseas skilled staff for your business. First question you might ask me, what do you mean by skilled staff? You need to understand the skill threshold. So this video is about sorting out your human resources crisis in a business. If you are a business person, you're running a business, or you are in HR and finding this human resources crisis, one idea which I have been preaching and talking about in mainstream media is hire overseas skilled staff. But I think your first question today to me is, what do you mean by skilled staff? That might be your first question. So post-Brexit, from December 2020, government has changed the immigration rules. Under this new rule, RQ of level 3 position is good enough to be sponsored under a sponsorship regime under skilled worker category. What is RQ of level 3? And the reply is, I can share some job title with you which are at RQ of level 3, and probably that might give you an indication the position you are trying to recruit may not fall into skilled worker threshold. If any confusion, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to provide you an advice whether your proposed position fall into skill threshold or not. And there's also a government link which we'll put it in the description below. You can just go and search there if the position you're trying to recruit is within that skill threshold of RQ level 3 or not. I'm just putting this example deliberately, and the reason I want to put it upfront to you so that you know what is good and what is not good. So shopkeeper, you go to, do you visit convenience store? I'm sure you might have visited some convenience store around the UK in your lifetime, and if you have done that, then you see a shopkeeper who manages shop. They do meet the requirement of sponsorship. It's enough skill threshold to be sponsored under sponsorship license and under skilled worker visa. Why did I pick that up? Just to give you that benchmark. So anything above that, of course, do meet the requirement. So let's talk about hospitality industry. Restaurant manager, hotel manager, yes, do meet the requirement. Even in restaurant, head waitress and head waiter, if the cover is more than 80 within a restaurant, the head waiter and head waitress can qualify for a skilled worker visa. Of course, if you are an IT company, if you are in finance, if you are a financial institution or doing a business, some financial activity or construction or healthcare, when you compare the positions I've just mentioned with the position you might have, you might get a bit of idea whether your position might meet the requirement or not. So let's talk about the care industry. Nurses, of course. Senior carer, yes, does meet the requirement. Auxiliary nurses, right? Nursing assistant do meet the requirement of skilled worker visa. Carers, they do not meet the requirement of skilled worker visa threshold as of now, as we speak in October 2021, because the Home Office, they changed the rules, and so I wanted to just share that with you quickly. Let's talk about IT industry, right? Majority of position within the IT industry would fit into this criteria. Even the personal assistant of a director do meet the requirement to be sponsored under skilled worker visa. So the rules are relaxed. You can sponsor a lot of positions within the UK under skilled worker visa. The way you can sort out your human resource crisis by sponsoring people from overseas, they are skilled enough. So that's the solution. Now I say, oh, thank you very much. Understood who meets the requirement for skilled worker visa. And now what is next? The next is, if your business does not have a sponsor license, you need to get one sponsor license, of course, first with the Home Office. And say, okay, you're ready to do that. Then you will ask me a question, how do I do that? And the way you do it, it's an online application. straightforward. But then you say, okay, but then do I need to meet any requirement? Do I need documents? Of course. So I'll just share the document you need. So when you submit a sponsor license application, you need minimum 4 documents. Just 4 documents. I would say it's just 4 documents. It's easy. So number one, an easy document any business I could think of the UK business would have is a business bank statement. If you have that, that's one document that can work to submit your sponsor license application. If you are a genuine active trading company and if you have people you are employed, then you might have a PAY registration. So that's the number 2 document we widely and regularly ask the employer to provide it to us so that we can prepare and submit the sponsor license application. Number 3, VAT registration certificate. Number 4 is, let's say, lease agreement or rent agreement for your office premises. It can work. Employer's liability insurance certificate is also an evidence. So that's option 5. So out of these 5 you can pick 4, and if you don't have at least 4 out of these 5 documents I mentioned, then there are more options for you to fulfill this requirement, which you can find it on government website. If not, please reach out to us and we'll explain what other documents you can submit to qualify for sponsor license application. Now you will say, okay, we can have these documents, we are ready to submit sponsor license application, we need one sponsor license now for our business to bring X number of skilled worker. If you have a sponsor license, once you have it, it's valid for 4 years and you can easily renew it by just submitting an online application. Again, it's straightforward, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And you get the renewal of your sponsor license after 4 years. Once you have sponsor license approved and you have a sponsor license for your business, you can then bring unlimited overseas skilled staff as long as you have a genuine vacancy within your business. So as long as you have a genuine business vacancy in business, and if you genuinely find it too difficult to recruit those positions, you are allowed to bring overseas skilled staff. The beauty is there is no more resident labor market test. You don't need to advertise this position. It's not mandatory anymore. But having said that, there has to be a genuine reason as to why you are trying to bring overseas skilled staff. Let's talk about the cost. The home office fees is £536 for small organization. If you are not small organization, this £1,576. For you to qualify for small organization, your turnover should be less than 10 million, less than 50 employee, and your balance sheet is less than 10.3 million. If you meet at least 2 of the requirement, then you are a small organization. So I think that was a holistic approach how you could sort out your human resources crisis by hiring overseas skilled staff. Now, if you need more information, I advise and invite you to watch one of my webinar. It's 1 hour worth webinar. I've covered all these details in much more detail. Please watch that webinar. You might find the link in the description below. And if you need assistance, get in touch with us. If you find this video helpful, I would highly recommend you to subscribe to our channel. And I request if you do that, I'll be more motivated, inspired to do more video sharing my knowledge and experience and expertise with you. So please do subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, just press the like button. Comment if you have any question, just put in a comment, just question, and one of my team member will pick up that question, put it through me, and then I'll shoot that video for you, promise that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope it helps, and all the very best with your human resources need, and I'm sure you will find the people you need to make your business work, make your business productive, make your business profitable, make your business strive and thrive. There is a solution out there. Use it wisely. Thank you so much.